is the 41 millimeter. This is the brand new one. This one we're asking for 15,500.
I'll take this.
I met her on my Mercedes dealership last week when I picked up my car. So we kind of think about doing like a watch and car collaboration with a Mercedes dealership as well. So that's why she's coming in and visit us today.
I went to Vegas this past weekend. I ended up bringing a bunch of inventory with me. Sold 3 watches. Have 2 more I'm working on. So it was a good weekend and I won some money. So I'm ordering my merch today finally. So here in like the middle of November we'll have all that stuff and I'll send you a little care package.
It's a Datejust. It's like 2 years old. It's just iced out.
I can tell you right now, I would not buy this. If I did, I would absolutely be ripping your head off. You don't want to sell this to a dealer unless you're just desperate for the cash. This is one of the new releases from earlier this year. Also a 116-500 LN white ceramic Daytona. Let's see if I can find them here local, find them in general. I want to talk about so content. The biggest thing is it's not a big enough use of both of you guys if we're going to reserve a lot of what we do now to just staying in the office. So I'd like to utilize you guys for more, either more creative stuff or just more videos.
Yeah.
Come here real quick.
What?
Here, come around here.
Oh shit. Why are you trouble?
So, the production meeting we had yesterday,
Yeah.
there's like audio spikes and blips made to make it a little repetitive.
Oh shit.
And then also, for some reason, your camera just stopped recording in the middle and then it just cuts to my angle.
What?
So, yeah, we're gonna have to reshoot the production meeting. Do you want to be the one to tell him? Or?
God. Wait, how did that happen? Oh damn, we already have to record like 2 videos today. Hey Anthony. Yes. So, do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Bad news.
Bad news?
Do you even have good news?
I mean,
Really?
Jesus Christ, bro. let me talk first. Okay. So there's a really good news, but the bad news.
Oh yeah, I want the really good news first.
You want the really good news
I
first?
want the great news.
The great news is that today's my day. It's Hispanic Day. So.
Wait.
Yeah, I get
Today's your day?
Today's my day.
Weren't you late?
No, I was early as today.
You were, but you forgot your camera.
Well, yeah, but that's because I was too excited to come to work.
That work, and I'm gonna just leave my tools at home. Go back home.
Okay, so that's the good news. The bad news
So bad news.
is that my camera stopped working halfway through when we were recording the section here. So, not my fault, technically. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Whose fault is that?
That's my camera's fault.
What do you mean your camera didn't work?
I don't know. I just stopped recording for some reason. I don't know. Maybe the memory card stopped. I did press record. Of course I did.
Half of it's there.
Half of it.
Of this from
I'm still getting my voice back, huh?
Like the whole
Yeah, the whole
first
thing,
intro part?
The first part. So now we have to record 3 videos today.
You guys no time for gym today.
I gotta work out. I had pizza last night.
I had.
Yeah, you told us not to eat pizza on lunch, and you go buy pizza
that sounds
yourself.
really delicious.
Exactly. Yeah. So we all craving for pizza on lunch, and all of a sudden you say, "Oh no."
Yeah, dude, I
let's
wanted
go
pizza
healthy.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So bad.
Watch out, we're on 75 hard.
I told you we failed, bro. We gotta start over.
I know. I just wanted to make sure that everyone else knew that on
Yeah. You know I'm editing, right? I'm cutting it out.
Okay.
We had too much to do Sunday, man, and then getting the video out for Monday morning.
Yeah.
It was
So how do we plan this out? How do you want to?
Give me 15 minutes. I got 3 leads to call. Let her organize that real quick. Give me like 15 minutes, and then y'all get while we're doing this, y'all set all that up,
Okay.
and we'll do it again.
Cool.
And let's
Make sure.
triple check
Okay.
The cameras.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, dude? Are you doing all right?
Yeah. I'm actually I'm leaving my area, so I'm going towards that way already.
What? No rush at all. We've got a couple videos we're gonna have to refilm, so I wanted to get an idea on time so I can make sure we're not tied up whenever you get here. No, like again, no rush.
Yeah. I can be there like 12ish or maybe 11:40ish. I'll give you a call if anything to give you a heads up.
Yeah, that's fine. Shoot me a text whenever you're like 15, 20 minutes out, because I've got a carpenter coming at 11:30. But yeah, dude, anytime between 11:30, you're fine.
Okay, perfect, man.
Awesome, dude. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Let me go pick up the package real quick.
Okay, get that. We gotta get that card. I'll pull that watch out, and actually, is it in the box right now?
The watch is in the box, but yeah, should be on the safe.
Should say it. Yeah, this one. There we go.
We just got this in yesterday. It was on consignment somewhere else. They sent it to us, and we sold it in 2 hours. Brand new 126618 LB 41 millimeter date Submariner bluesy. So guy's coming in. He's driving in from Anaheim to pick this up today. So that'll be kind of cool.
It's Anna Nicole Smith.
No
in her
traffic.
Old ass
Yeah, I always go to the back side.
I thought that was real for a second. I'm like, bro. Hey, let's not forget, today's my day. Hispanic day, not.
The day I
are we
feel
having
like
tacos
doing
anything.
anything.
First take of the second. You double check everything this time? We're good?
Yeah, everything's green. Everything's good.
Well, since it's National, I don't want to
National
say
Hispanic Day.
Hispanic Day,
It's my day.
we'd like to let you start.
Celebrate me.
So over the weekend, I was thinking about the content. I want to talk to you guys and find out, we need to tell a story again. What made TPG come up back in the day was, one, we were the first people to do it, but we told a story. We did a couple of these day in the life videos, and then we started telling a story of 2021, which is our journey from X to, like, from here to X with sales, getting a new office and all that, and we told the story. Now there's 5, 6, 7 other channels telling the same story, so it's just becoming saturated. Different characters, different location, same story. I keep going back and forth of like, how do we tell a new story, or do we keep the story the same but change up the content? I wanted to ask you guys before, like, what your input is before we make a decision. The two ideas I have are, we go back to the day in the life, but every single day. We could minimize it, do like 100 days, something like that. Just tell a short thing, but do a daily video every single day. Or we stick with what we've got right now, because the views right now, like, they're not crazy high, but the engagement's good. The videos, or the comments in the last video, were all positive, which I liked.
Yeah.
But people seem to really like the just, like, sitting here in the office, just doing deals. No flex, nothing fancy, none of that. Just business. So there's two things. We can go to day in the life and kind of show it every single day, or we stick with what we're doing,
Yeah.
but we come up with a few more videos a week.
I think the daily videos is just too much. The workflow of it is tough. You're talking about 7 days a week, right? Not just 5.
Yeah. The idea there would be where we still do a weekly video,
Yeah.
like a video here. I think, and maybe you shoot that weekly video, and then Brian just does a little 15-minute video every day. And that would be, again, not like the flex stuff and all the fun and excess stuff.
Yeah.
It's more the motivation. But then I would want to tie like a tip or a goal or something to every video, where it's not like we're just filming some random stuff every day. You film something, but at the end of every video, there's a lesson. Or keep to the once a week video, but add some videos, maybe an inventory video once a week and a market update, or an inventory/market update and then a Q&A. If we keep it with these videos,
Yeah.
I'd like for the team to sit down. Our video post on Monday, Friday we do a Q&A. Everyone sits there and people get to ask questions about that week's video.
I think people would get more value out of the market updates and the inventory. We'll get more out of the inventory videos because
It shows
people
what we
see our
have.
inventory on YouTube, but the
I also
market
think
updates
there's-
people seem to like.
You're never going to please everybody. But again, I think where I go back and forth on, do we show more lifestyle? Do we show more education? Like I said, I think more people
Why not
are veering
just all
away
of it?
from, do what?
Why not just show all of it? Just show what it is. I mean, it is what it
But
is.
that everybody is.
What I mean is, if you're adding these other videos, we're still doing the weekly video. There's gonna be times where we leave in a Lamborghini
Yeah.
or a G-Wagon or something. You know
And
what I mean?
I'm not saying cut that out. The difference, the little bit of difference we have here is now, like this last 6 months, we've been kind of all over the place, right?
Yeah.
We haven't had a home base. We were at the Hollywood Hills house. We're at the penthouse. We were flying. I mean, we're just all over the place. So like getting that engaging content everywhere, that was our life.
Right.
Now our life is literally in this office every day. So I think
we need to do something
another
out
another
office.
idea, if we go, which I'm kind of leaning more towards that route also, not the daily.
Okay.
Let's focus more on the education, the market updates, the inventory, the deals, the customer interactions, the building the business from within here throughout the rest of this year. And then the turn of next year, let's start traveling. We spend the rest of this year going back to like the roots of the business and the watch market. When the budget makes more sense, we start doing some real international travel. Then that's when we go back to more,
That'd be cool, yeah.
more lifestyle stuff.
I mean, so even if we're just doing watch deals and, you know, hanging out in the office, I feel like we do need to get content on the go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, which
Like,
we will.
like even if it's like just running watches to Fabian and, you know, just showing stuff out of the office because it gets too stagnant.
I have another idea, and I'll tell you this off camera, because if we all agree to this, I want to show these guys that I want to do it this week, and I want to show it, but I want it to be kind of a surprise. I think people would love it, especially the old fans. The main video every week. Let's add one more video for sure. Let's start it off with inventory. I think if we just sit down, me, Z, and Trevor, right here, talked about all the watches we have. This is what we have, this is the specs, this is the price. This is where the price was a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, and just kind of go over all of it and new stuff and where we see the best values. You know, when you're talking about the inventory, you're doing a market update. If you're telling what prices were, that's a market update. What are we getting a lot of? Look, we've got 5 Starbucks right now. That's a market update. We don't want any more Starbucks. There's too many of them. Now's not the time to sell them. Now's the time to buy them because everyone's trying to sell them. The other video, which we'll talk about here in a minute, I think that one, if we do that consistently every week, I think that'd be big. What do you think, Z?
We talked about it last night already. So.
I know. We talked about we filmed all this yesterday, but we're not gonna point fingers.
Can't hide, bro.
All right, let's cut these cameras. I want to tell you guys about the next idea. If we agree to it, we have a surprise for you on Thursday. If you didn't already get a subtle hint.
What are you trying to say?
The hint that you gave was.
Well, they would have already seen the hint,
Oh.
which would have confused them.
Wait.
What?
I want their idea of a podcast. I know it's a lot, and I know it's something you want to think about, but I think it's something that we should start.
We've talked about it, but is it watch based or lifestyle based?
Lifestyle. But no,
Just our
all
life.
of it together. Again, we bring guests in. We talk about watches, talk about lifestyle, talk about our day, like our lives. I don't know, anything and everything.
I think if we were going to show the real side of our lives, I think that would be an entertaining podcast.
It will be entertaining, yeah.
I mean, video, like if we're going to go out partying, look, we party.
Yeah.
We're real people.
Yeah.
We
but
go
we're
out
not gonna be
party.
showing that.
Exactly.
We're gonna be talking about.
Talking about it. If we were going to talk about, like, you want to show the reality side of life, because everyone loves entertainment. Whether it's raunchy, whether it, like, we've had some up stories, we had some up things happen. Yeah. Talking about it is just as entertaining as showing it. Only there's less for people to share.
Because they don't see it. Exactly, they don't see it. There's some shit that has happened in my life,
Bro.
during the time that I've been here that you guys don't know about.
Hell yeah, cuz.
We can't go to the taco. We can't eat at the we cannot eat our taco truck anymore. Our favorite taco truck.
Okay.
Because this guy.
Damn.
But if we had a podcast, maybe I would open.
Because if you're watching, be our second guest. Could you imagine? What do you guys think? All the raunchy stuff that we used to show that was like controversial and people just didn't want to see, we've decided to take all that out of the videos and focus more on the business, the watches. I think we're going to go the more educational route. If we did a podcast and we talked about that stuff, we talked about the stuff you can't show, would you guys be interested? Would you listen? Is it a good idea? Bad idea? drop us a comment, let us know, and if so, we'll do it.
All right, let's go see Fabian.
Hello.
Hey, I'm trying to reach. This is Anthony Fair with the Timepiece Gentleman.
Oh, hi Anthony. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Very good, thank you. Yeah, thanks for getting back to me.
Absolutely. I got your inquiry last night, and first off, I wanted to call out and introduce myself personally. I appreciate you being a fan. I read the note about it. Your wife just got an engagement present, or I'm sorry, wedding gift.
Yeah, it's a anniversary, 16 years, and
Nice.
you know, we finally got the phone call. But as I mentioned, it's not the Jubilee bracelet that she really wanted. But you know, of course, we were so excited and happy about it. She still loves the watch. I was just thinking, you know, I don't know what the situation is. If there's an option, you know, if I swap it out, you know, it won't be a bad thing to have two bracelets, I suppose.
You know, I know it's an anniversary gift, but if you were to ever sell it or trade it, that would be an extra perk for the next owner. Or she may just
Yes.
down the road want to change it up and go for a different look. So it can't hurt. The
Yeah.
answer to getting another bracelet, yes, it is possible. I'm actually headed over to my watchmaker right now, and he would be the best source for me to find this and get a price on that. I can call him right now, and I can find out what that would cost me to source, and I'll give you a call right back and give you an idea on pricing for that.
Yeah, that's. I just wanted to get a feel for it, you know, just to see, you know, I don't even know what the possibility was, but if there is a possibility, I'll definitely consider it and see what we want to do. But yeah, I would appreciate that.
It is a possibility. That's not a specific piece where they made the lug system to where you can't interchange those bracelets like they do on several, you know, like on the Oyster Flex models, to where you can't put on a bracelet on them. They make it to where you have to buy two different watches. The 36mm Datejust, I don't believe is that, but I will, like I said, I'll double check and make sure all that is correct, and then give you pricing here in just a few minutes.
Okay, well, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'll give you a call back here in just a second.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
Take care.
Go ahead.
Hey, quick question. On the newer model Datejust 36, let's say it came on an Oyster bracelet, they don't have a lug system that keeps you from being able to swap an Oyster to a Jubilee bracelet, do they?
No, they should be the same. The only things that you can't swap are the rubber skies to a bracelet.
Right. Okay. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to double check. Okay, so I have a
no,
client.
we don't
I have a client that just got a new Datejust, a Datejust 36 steel on Oyster, but his wife wants a Jubilee bracelet. Can you get the bracelet?
Let me see if I can. I might be able to.
And then I'll see you here in just a few minutes.
Okay, bro.
All right. Let me know. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I just now noticed you had your legs tatted.
Really?
That looks sick.
Oh man, thank you.
I want to do my whole one.
I actually know. What's up, guys?
So, dude.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I actually know Rebel was setting you up.
Oh, you know?
He was I got him way back when I first met him. He was actually the dude who tatted my leg. They were working at the same shop.
Oh, nice.
Sneaky, good friend of mine.
I hit him. I hit up. I was like impulsive one weekend, and I was just like, I want to go get a whole sleeve.
He's
tat.
good, man.
And tests, and like a lot of people tagged him in his thing, so I
Yeah.
hit him up, and he
Liz
got me
actually
in.
hit me up too. She asked me, so I sent her a bunch of my good friends who
Oh, really?
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, she wants to get her stuff done too. I found. I want to do my whole leg, but I don't have the patience to do.
So for mine,
10
I
sessions.
had to do back to back, 2 days back to back. But the thing is, their shading is so heavy that it was so tender, so I was just dying, bro.
Yeah.
He was blasting me up, and I was
So-
like, dude.
If I go through with it, which I will, it's just a matter of when, I'm gonna do under anesthesia.
Oh yeah.
So it's 2 days back to back, 8 to 10 hours, and they have like 5 artists working on you. So they'll go do the whole front one day and the whole back the next day. Which, call it cheating, whatever. I don't want to spend a year and a half doing it, and I just want to wake up and it be done. I need that one back tonight if you can. Yeah, because I got to ship it out tomorrow. These are all just basic polishes. 2 GP skeletons and a Batman, and then this one, I want to get this one retail ready. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it.
The blue down?
Yeah, I love it, but I'm just gonna keep the money in the business. But you can see where I nicked the bezel a little bit, and that one needs I scratched the crystal because I was reaching in. Yeah, I was reaching in and out of the case to get something out. But you're the guy that can do it. Are there the 2 things I need? I need a
Jubilee. I called already.
I need a Jubilee bracelet.
3 G's is cost.
How much?
3 G's, brand new, with stickers complete.
How much pre-owned do you think?
I gotta find one.
Okay.
I gotta find a pre-owned one.
I'll put out a call in a couple of my groups. I was afraid it was gonna be. I was thinking 2,500 for a new one, but yeah, $3 grand.
Can't really find like pieces like that. I have a bunch of guys. Man, I actually had a dude who was selling me a bracelet for a GMT. He had Oyster and he was trying to get Jubilee.
Really?
And he found one.
That won't fit on a 36.
No, the end links are way different.
And then I also need. I haven't talked to the guy yet, but he sent an inquiry in this morning. Let me double check it. He needs a polar dial. I'll find out on this guy, but I need a polar dial. I'll find out which Explorer 2 I need it for.
I had a dude one time bring me a Celestial, a Patek. They had dropped the watch, and the screws came out. The movement screws came out of the place,
Really?
And they got jammed into the train system. All the gears, so they took it all the way around downtown trying to get it fixed. So I seen it, I'm like, man.
Around downtown?
So I'm like, man, they came from Russia.
Oh, okay.
And I seen it, I'm like, man, this shit's already, it's already messed up if I with it,
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna take a chance. So I looked at it, I took out the plate, and sure enough, man, I barely just, lifted him up, and I was able to get the screw out. It took me like 5 minutes to do it, and I gave it to the guy, and they were like, man, you don't know what you just did for us. It's like, you're mad. Yeah.
A friend of mine has the Baguette Diamond Bezel Celestial. It's beautiful. You know my complaint about that watch? The size of the case with the strap. It's this massive 42, 43 millimeter with like a strap that looks like it goes on a 36 millimeter date 8.
Cool.
Hey, appreciate it as
man.
always.
See you guys.
What do you guys think about, since we're back in downtown, sushi one more time for old time's sake? At our spot?
I'm always down.
Let's do it. Hey, what's up?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good. Quick question. Do you happen to have a Jubilee bracelet for a new style date just 36?
I don't do much Rolex parts because I don't have a contact with them.
You know anybody around there that would have one? I need
Mike's watches probably should have.
Mike's watches? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it, brother.
All right, let me call him.
Anytime, sure.
Thank you, sir. Hey, do you happen to have a new style Jubilee bracelet for a date just 36 in stainless steel? Hey. This is Anthony Fair with the Timepiece Gentleman.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you? I got your message last night or early this morning, your inquiry, and I just wanted to reach out personally and introduce myself and then talk about the 2 options you had. If I remember correctly, I know one of them was you were looking to swap the dial on an Explorer.
Yeah, so I want a Polar, but instead of like trading it in and then finding a Polar, because I know the Polars are more expensive, I thought maybe just switching out the dial, if that's even possible.
It is possible. It is possible, and if you ever go to resell the watch or trade it in, it gives the new buyer an extra option. So it kind of adds some value to the watch also, and it would be cheaper than trying to sell your watch. If you were to sell your black dial to a dealer and then buy another one, you're going to lose a little bit of money on the trade-in, then you're going to spend a little bit more buying it. It would be cheaper overall to just add another dial.
That's what I figured. I mean, I'd rather be out. I don't know. What would a dial go for?
That I need to call my guy. I was actually at my watchmaker's a little bit ago, And I asked him about that. I just didn't have a note in there to know whether it was the 40 or the 42 millimeter. I can call and find out on that really quick. And then if I remember, there was another part of your note that you were wanting to either sell something or consign something.
No, I have a Cartier Roadster XL Chrono.
Yes. The bracelet.
And I lost the bracelet on it. And so I had it in a box, and I think my wife tossed it or something. I don't know. I'm just looking to find one. You know, pre-owned, good condition is fine. If it's not a big difference in buying a new one. I don't even know if they still make the watch, but
that bracelet shouldn't be terribly hard to find.
Okay.
Send me a picture of that one, and I'll put a call out, and I'll try to find that today. And then I'll find you options on both a new and a pre-owned one, so you can see what the price difference is. And then I'll call my watchmaker back right now and see what he can do on that dial, or see if he can find one.
And I get to keep the old dial.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for reaching back out.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
All right, no problem. All righty.
All right, bye.
Anthony.
Hey, so earlier I was asking about the the white Polar Explorer dial. It's for a 16-570 40 millimeter. Also, Cartier bands. Do you ever deal with those?
Which one's for the Santos?
I think it's for
your regular bracelet.
Yeah, just a regular stainless steel bracelet, and it's for the Roadster XL. Yeah, his wife threw his bracelet away.
Yeah, let me call my guy on it.
I'll text you both of those also.
Black, right?
No, white.
You wanted white, so he has black.
He has black, he wants white. Yeah, I need to know the cost of the dial and then the charge. Total cost to me to swap it out, because they'll send me the watch. So just let me know what's going to cost me to get it all swapped over, and I'll quote him.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, sir. I'll text you all that too,
Cool.
So you have a note of everything.
Yeah, text me everything, and I'll go ahead and jump on it now. I'm okay, bro. Bye.
Bye. Hey, this is Anthony.
Oh, this is giving you a call from Always Press Record. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Yourself?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Thanks for taking the call.
Of course.
I was actually reaching out because I said it in my original message, but back in your Dallas days, somebody commissioned me and said that you had a great story and that I should do a documentary and whatnot. Started looking into everything, and of course, as you know, the Reddit community is horrible. And the more that I started looking at it,
they're lovely.
You know, I just trying to get a real sense of what's going on. Between me and you, brother, you haven't done anything malicious in any way, shape, or form. I don't understand the intention, so to speak. So I started watching your series.
Okay.
And yeah, you have a great series. I mean, I understand why your YouTube growth is what it is, and was what it was. It was quite entertaining. And so, as I was going through this, I turned down our original commission because, like I said, I didn't find anything malicious. You're a businessman doing what you're doing, trying to make your business run.
So somebody hired
just like I have.
Somebody hired you to write a documentary on the malicious stuff I was doing.
Yeah, they were the way that it was originally presented to me, and this was after, and I don't want to.
The blackout and all the drama, yeah.
It was actually the Big 12. The Big 12, and I originally went to TCU, so a couple of frat brothers reached out to me and was like, hey, this is this guy, he's doing this and that and this and that. I like Rolexes, I have a Smurf myself, so I was like, all right, let me go ahead and look at it.
Okay.
And like I said, I didn't find anything anything salacious. And so it really just got me to just keep on watching. And as I've been watching with all the stuff, all the Reddit stuff, it's amazing how the internet community can make it so hard to just run a legitimate business. And so that's what made me actually reach out to you, because I was like, I actually watched, it was your first Q&A when you were telling your backstory, and you were saying that one day you wanted somebody to walk up and say, hey, you're the timepiece gentleman.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, well, let's see what this man says and like how he feels about this energy that's constantly coming after you. You got people who literally are just waiting on every single breath you breathe to say something negative about you.
Everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting to say. Everyone's waiting to say they told me so, or we told you guys. We've been telling you this for long. That's the whole thing about it is, the internet's never going to admit they're wrong. They called me a scammer during the blackout. They called me a con artist, a Ponzi scheme during the Facebook raise. You know, every risky thing that I've tried to do that I just felt was different and that everyone else was afraid to do. I had a plan behind it. I had an idea behind it, and certain circumstances didn't work out. And just simply because I tried something risky, whether it involved money or not, the perception is, since it didn't work out, it must be a scam. Now, the problem is the internet is going to say you're a scammer and they're going to say you're a con artist, but they're never going to find any proof of it. They're never going to provide any proof, but they're also never going to admit that they were wrong. These communities that hate me are going to sit back, and that's what they're doing. They are sitting back, waiting for the day that I make a mistake and slip up and do something wrong, so they can say, we told you so all along. We've been telling you for the last 5 years that this guy was a, whoever, if I ever make a mistake.
I don't really think that you're making mistakes. I think that you've done a couple of guerrilla marketing strategies that paid off. And I think there's a bit of jealousy. I think that there's a bit of assumptions being made at times. Like, just for full transparency, I even reached out to Archie Luxury, and that guy, he's just full of hot air. He's full of hot air.
Right.
And every single person that I talked to hasn't said anything, who's actually dealt with you, has not said anything disparaging. I don't understand. So that's
funny.
where
I wish I could find this. If I dug back far enough, I could find the screenshots in my group where there's also a dealer group going around that also likes to talk. And the dealer, well, it's one thing with trolls on YouTube and Reddit and all that bullshit. Like, I don't care about them. They're not doing business with me. When it comes into like the dealer groups, which is where I run my business and where my reputation actually matters, there was a point in time where I found out through a friend that this dealer group was talking a bunch of shit, same old, calling me a scammer, saying not to trust me, that I do bad business. And so I just put out a statement in every single one of my dealer groups. I'm in 40 plus dealer groups. Same statement across the board. You guys want to talk shit and call me a scammer? I want anyone right now in this group I've never paid a bill, I've never delivered a watch, and I've never come through with what I was supposed to do, to speak up right now. Since y'all want to talk in groups that I'm not in to defend myself, let's do it where I can defend myself. And you know how many people stood up and said something? Not one.
And that's also very interesting. Do you think that it's just because you have attention in a market in which most people don't have attention and can't expand their business?
It's because I take risk and I do things that other people are afraid to try. I went out and I had this idea to raise money to build a new store, and the Facebook thing. Every single dealer out there said it was stupid. Back when I was first getting started, I went out and I wrapped my Jeep, so I had my name and my logo all over it. When I started my Instagram account, or when I started my YouTube channel, I started talking about prices. I showed transparency, and I did things that everybody else was afraid to do, and that's where I've developed the essentially the people that hate me, was because I've surpassed most of them, and they've been, the thing is, it's old school. People don't want to try things new, and when someone new kid on the block comes in and hasn't put in the 5, 10, 15, 20 years of work, the hard work that they have, and he's doing things a little bit smarter and a little bit more clever, and then passing people and getting more recognition and pulling clients, it's natural for people to hate you. So it's just, people don't like change, and that's what I was all about, was change and taking risks. So
no, I understand. I don't want to keep you long. I just wanted to introduce myself and hope that we could talk further, because like I said, I think you have something, and I think that your story illustrates what I'm trying to prove, which is the internet can be the giver and taker. You know what I mean? It can be the gift and the curse. Right. Because you've experienced both sides of it. So, if you would like to discuss more, you have my information, sir.
I do. I'll tell you what. I am actually just pulling up to a meeting at Mercedes. We're gonna try to do a pop-up event this weekend. So I'm gonna come in here and talk to them. What's your schedule look like?
If you wanted to touch bases tomorrow, we can.
Okay, let's
I'm
do it.
I'm pretty open.
Yeah, shoot me a text and give me a time, and I'll block it on my schedule. And I would love to talk further about this and see what we could do here. You know, it was somewhat interesting when Trevor first showed me the message on the Timepiece Gentleman Instagram, but I'm even a lot more enthusiastic after finding out who it was that originally tried to find something out on me and couldn't. Now it's kind of like,
good.
Now it's kind of like, ha ha ha, tables have turned.
In fact, I'll even tell you even better. Your Instagram Q&A made the person who commissioned me go away.
Really?
Like that last one where you just say yeah and just start just going down the list. Those actually have quieted a lot of people who have reached out. Like I said, we'll talk more.
Awesome, man. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate you reaching back out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Just text me a time and let me know. I can put it on my schedule.
Sounds good. I will.
All right. Take care, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great one.
Hello, Kelly.
I've heard a lot about you. Nice to meet you.
This is Kelly.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I know.
This is a massive dealership.
Never been here?
No.
Oh my god.
This is where you got your car, right?
Hey, they are here now.
They have everything.
Really?
Okay,
You gotta see what I did to mine.
come inside. Now that I finally get to meet you,
Yes. Z, here, take a
what
seat.
do you foresee? Because I talked with my GM too, just to kind of get them on the same page. I wanted to wait until.
We did this once before at a McLaren show when I was still in Dallas, and it was a pretty cool turnout. And it was just, you know, if you do it on a busy day when you got a lot of traction, just kind of set up a little table and a booth and just meet people. If we promote it a lot.
Do you want watches out in the booth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to kind of see what space we could use to see what kind of table I can set up, or if I can even just bring display cases that look even more proper, which I think I would rather do. It doesn't have to be some massive thing where we do a commercial.
yeah.
Just we promoted a couple
Because
times.
it's clientele anyway. Like, you
Right.
know, they want to come maybe look, but there's people that will actually like respect it, enjoy it, and all that, and
Right.
not like, you know.
Well, it's not even going to be for us to sell anything.
No,
the idea when we
right.
do this, I do not want
No,
to sell
for
right
sure.
now. It's bringing enough stuff because a lot of these people, they haven't seen them. Like, you know, if you're the typical customer that's coming in here to buy a Mercedes, you're probably the same customer that goes to Rolex or goes to AP or to Patek to get this stuff, and they don't have anything. And
Just
so
putting it in front of their mind, like this
Right.
could be something. I'm seeing the picture now.
Yeah.
I see my car. I see my watch.
I'll tell you what would be really, really cool is since we both have G-Wagons, just right when they walk in, you have our two cars kind of as the backdrop to our booth. And then we have some display cases in front of it. And then it's clear that our two G-Wagons are there. It's got our decals on the windows. It's got our display cases out front. And then Trevor and Z and I are just sitting here just talking, just showing people watches.
We're not trying to sell
people.
We're not selling anything. We're just trying to meet
show 'em.
people. Invite people came here. Is your client our client? It doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
There will be a lot of people want to come and check us out.
What you probably want to do is maybe get a feel for what.
The space.
Because I want to bring your space to life, but I have to sell that too.
Right.
Because there's a lot of moving parts. So
Of course.
as just in case, then at least you have, you know, a couple of different ideas of where you could set up or what you could do.
Okay. I think it'd be cool.
merging
And it's just different. Like
Yeah, no, I like
It's
it.
different. People love watches and cars. I was reading the comments from the video yesterday, and people are like, "Bring on the cars and watches
I
stuff."
saw that.
Are you watching
I
our
saw
video?
it.
Yeah.
Walter sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's me."
Yeah, that's you. And then you see the
I used your picture in the thing, and I
saw
was like,
that.
"We gotta
I
have a
was
different
like,
face
what
for
is
once."
being sent to? Oh my god, that's me.
Okay. And then you see all the comment. You have time check some comment.
I just saw the one about watches and wheels or wheels.
Watches
Somebody
and wheels,
said something
yeah,
like that.
I
I was
saw
like,
that.
oh, that's cool. Like, that's different.
I mean, it's
Whatever. I mean, it was just cool to see, like, people putting in their creative. Like, obviously, there's an excitement behind it. If they're
Right.
already, like, getting creative about it, which is nice. You guys have, like, engaged followers.
right. And again, the biggest thing is it's just different.
Hello.
Hey, this is Anthony Fair with the Timepiece Gentleman.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I just got your inquiry looking for information about an AP 15500 black or blue.
So I know that it's a consigned piece for you guys. My question kind of has to do with doing a trade for that piece.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if that's something doable for you guys or not.
It depends on the piece, honestly. We would end up buying your piece. So the way it works with consignments is if we have a piece on consignment that someone wants to buy and we take a trade in for that, as long as it makes sense for us to buy that piece, we buy it, we sell you the consignment, and then we pay the consignee off. What have you got that you're interested in trading?
So I've got a 2018 Panda Daytona stainless steel, and then I have a 2020 Pepsi on Jubilee.
Both box and papers complete?
Yeah.
Z, what do we want to pay on 2018 Panda complete?
Old car,
Old card, yeah.
28.
Okay. And then on a 2020 Pepsi Jubilee?
I pay 17.
Okay, 17.5?
I pay 7.
Okay. You're looking at 45.5 for the total for our trade-in. We're at 58 on the
So that'd be about 10 short, more, 13.
12.5. Where are you located at also?
Really? I'm actually going to be down by you on Thursday, so I was thinking of bringing the wife by to take a peek at a few things. But
Yeah, you should. So yeah, you'd be looking at 12.5 plus tax on that.
okay. And then you guys still have the rose gold Zenith?
Is it the Defy 21, the skeleton on the blue strap?
Yeah,
I do have that one, yes.
I know. I still like that watch, so.
It's so cool, man. I almost bought it for myself and put it on a white strap because that watch would look insane on a white strap.
Yeah, see, and I really like the blue, because you never see that. They must
looks-
have changed out the strap. I don't know if they bought it that way.
No, it came to us brand new like that.
Oh, really?
Yep. And yeah, dude, this is my personal cell phone, so save it. And if you want, just shoot me a text that morning, or if you know for sure the next day or so when you're going to be in here, let me know, and I'll put it on my schedule, and I'll make sure that I'm in town, or I'm not in town. Make sure I'm in the store whenever you come in.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Take care. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye. Or until the financials. The reserves are 20% holdback from each batch till 100K is in reserve. What? Hey, Joel, I got a message from Pearl saying that our account was approved, but since the high tickets risk, they would keep a reserve until the account is fully established. There's a 20% holdback from each batch until 100K is in reserve.
Correct. So this is what they do sometimes on a higher risk, or they deem a higher risk. They would put a certain reserve for a certain time limit. After a couple of months, we can definitely, work it to get it back and take off the reserve once they see normal activity, normal shipping, and everything else.
So does that mean if someone goes and runs a credit card for $20,000, they're going to keep $4,000 of that in the bank, and we don't even get that?
You get it only after a couple of months. They'll pile up to $100,000 in reserve. And once they have $100,000, they'll keep it in reserve, and we would go back, in 2 months, 3 months, we'd go back and try to, take off the reserve. But initially, in order to establish the account, this is what they want.
Even though your company provides insurance on the credit card transactions, the banks still want a deposit to hold or to take credit cards?
Correct. It is I wouldn't say a normal activity that it's done for everyone and every time, but it's a normal activity.
So what if I just put 100?
It's not pretty.
No, it's kind of backpedaling.
No, again, it in a certain way, they're not asking you to put up $100,000. They're asking you just every time you get a transaction going, they'll just take off 20% to make it easier on you. So they'll just take off 20% now, 20% tomorrow.
Yeah, but essentially I still have to just put the $100,000 up because we don't make 20% margins on these pieces. So if they're taking
100%.
if they're taking $4,000 off of a $20,000 purchase, that's pretty much, I mean, I'm not making any money. I'm losing money every time I run a credit card, and then I'm paying a fee on top of it.
Again, you're not losing that money. That money is yours. It's just being reserved.
Right.
It's being put into an escrow account. Again, in 2 to 3 months, we go back and we try to fight it. You know, we will always try to fight it. We try to fight it right now as well. But we will constantly go back and try to see, hey, you know, this is something that we should, you know, not have to deal with. This is a legit company that is doing transactions, shipping in the right time, not getting any chargebacks. So we should not be afraid of, you know. The reason they are doing it is because of the reserve, is because, you know, fear of chargebacks.
But isn't that what your insurance is supposed to cover?
Again, we're covering you for fraud, we're checking for fraud, and we're making sure that you don't have any chargebacks. But still, This is how the company would work.
Let me ask you this. If we do this and they start pulling money, and then your company gives me the go-ahead, because every time someone runs a credit card, y'all will run it, and then I'll get a confirmation or a decline, a confirm or decline from your company, correct? As to whether we can go through with this transaction. Now, if y'all give us the go-ahead and then someone still charges us back later, does that reflect on me? Because I mean,
So here's the key. What we provide as a company on IFA fraud side of things is we would verify the transaction. We would tell you, hey, this is a good transaction to ship. Okay, so you'll be able to ship the product with our, you know, confirmation. If it turns out to be a fraudster, we would cover you on the loss, meaning you would not lose a penny because we would pay out for you not to lose anything. Would you still have a chargeback? You would still have a chargeback. So we would try to prevent it from happening. We would tell you, hey, this is not good, don't ship it.
Okay.
But if it happens, we would cover you. You shouldn't have any losses. But that's why you have IFA fraud, to make sure you don't lose any money, and we try to prevent chargebacks. Could it happen? Yes, that's why you have the insurance.
Gotcha.
But again, on the company side of the merchant account, they would still see a chargeback, and it would still reflect as, hey, you got a chargeback.
Well, we need to get credit card processing set up. So how soon or how fast can we get this implemented, get it on our website, get the card readers in store?
I believe very quickly.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Pearl now, and I'm gonna ask her how quickly she can set it up for you.
Thank you, Joel.
Talk to you soon, no problem.
Bye. Let's see. All right, so looks like we just sold the orange Arabic GP. I'm gonna pull a link. There's extra links in this Tiffany one, so I'm gonna pull one out of here and add to this one. We're adding a link, right?
Yeah,
okay.
link, yeah.
So it's longer on this side, so we're gonna add one to the top, to the 12 o'clock. Can't remember off the top of my head which sizes these are without looking at them. There we go. Nope.
Come on, you should be an expert.
I know.
What a rookie.
Dude, well, this isn't a complete set. This is a wrong set. I need to replace that. That's why I bought this one. It's so hectic around here today. Gosh. This whole week we've been having all of our alarm systems, our cameras, our motion sensors, access panels, key card readers installed, and it's like every day they get like a decent portion of stuff done, but there's always either an issue running wires, or they forgot some tools or some parts or something. So it's been like a week-long process. But good news is, after Friday, we will be fully up and operational and UL certified. So that's exciting. All right, this is done. I'll polish this up and I'll walk this over. Dude, wow.
They're gonna
It's like a war zone in here.
These things are you needing to keep so I can take the other ones back.
All these things. I quit today.
Worth nothing. When you need something, it worth a lot.
How much did those cost?
I think I bought up here.
Yeah.
I think each of us is all $100.
They're $100 a piece.
Uh-huh.
Damn, I'll sell them to you now. Did you buy them or did the company buy them?
I'm not buying it.
You what?
I'm helping you recycle it.
Help me recycle?
Yeah. Okay.
By keeping them.
You're about to throw it away anyway. Now I'm just keeping it here just in case.
Keep it here.
No.
Keep it in my room.
I was gonna say he's gonna get mad. Like I'm telling you, he wants me to throw this stuff away.
If we don't use it, get rid of it. I want everything here to be functional and not take up space.
I will save it for my future house.
Okay.
Y'all,
Then you store it at your.
For the newest episode of Hoarders, Z is
God.
The main character.
He literally went in. I went in there yesterday. I was like, Liz, get rid of all this. And I come back and it's still there, but it's packed in a nicer box. And I'm like, what is this doing here? He's like, well, Z said keep it. It's like, what the fuck?
You won't let me get rid of it.
This was not it though. It was like other stuff.
This is brand new, my friend.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, by the way, we don't need 18 boxes of Kleenexes. No.
I got rid of a lot of them.
I know. Z bought 18 boxes of Kleenexes.
No, I think those
There
came
was
from...
none in one point. All of a sudden, it all pop up.
Dude, they were I swear to God, in my office, was it you that kept putting a thing in there?
No, I did not.
Somebody kept putting a thing of Kleenexes on my desk. Every day I would take it and move it over there. I'd come back the next day, there's another thing of Kleenexes on my desk. I was like, what the hell is trolling me?
It's a flu season. Everybody needs Kleenex.
Dude, there was like 4 boxes in here. There was 30 boxes in the kitchen. And I was like, what are we just gonna spend the next 2 years here sick?
He was like, we'll never need that many. I was like, not at one time, but...
If we ever need that many, I'll run down to the corner store and I'll buy another box, but we had a whole cabinet full of Kleenexes. We do need
So next time when you run out the tissue, don't wipe down your mouth and don't blame on me.
I won't.
Okay.
I said, Z, he was taking them home. I said, what are you going to do? He was like, for my
What?
He like had all these boxes. He's like, for my abs.
Oh my God.
I love that for you. So I can get rid of this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this one you can.
Alright, those ones.
That goes back to AT&T, right?
Yeah. This is what.
That's Brian.
And then these go back to AT&T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, this is Anthony Fair with the Timepiece Gentleman. It looks like you're potentially looking for a Vacheron 4500V, the stainless steel blue dial.
That's right, yeah.
And looking for brand new.
It can be used, but look pretty much brand new.
I gotcha. So have you priced these out at all? Have you got any quotes from anyone anywhere? Do you have an idea where these
I
are at?
haven't quoted it yet. I've just seen what they have online, like
Gotcha.
the prices online.
Like mid to low 30s, or mid 30s?
That's about what I'm seeing, yeah, about mid-30s.
Yeah. So mid 30s is like across the average. If I looked hard enough and really looked, I'm pretty sure I could find one in the low 30s. I would have to reach out and do some digging to see if I can find a new one in the low 30s. I know for sure I can find a pre-owned one there. Let me ask you this. Do you have a price point in mind that would be like a solid, okay, I want to do that, I'm ready to pull the trigger? Or is it still kind of just...
Well, I don't want to go above 35. 35 is about my cap.
Okay.
But I mean, if we could get it around there, that's about what I'd be wanting.
Okay. How soon, realistically, are you looking to purchase?
I mean, it'd be within the next couple weeks. I just have to sell off some stuff to be able to, have the funds for it.
Sure. I'm going to make a note of this, and I'm going to put out some calls in my groups as well as to some of my personal clients and see if I can find this. And what I'll do is I'll take note of what I find, and then as I get it, I'll just text you ideas on the deal so you have an idea. Or I'll put together some listings, and then in the next couple days, I'll call you and I'll go over what I found.
Yeah, that sounds perfect to me.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, well, I'll take some notes, man. Good to talk to you, and I'll reach out in the next couple days.
Just so you know, there's another jeweler around the corner has the same AP that we had, the 93. He's asking $55,000.
What?
It's in his window. I just stopped and asked him.
The ceramic?
50? No, the brick.
83. Yeah, yeah.
He's asking 55,000.
He said that there's something special about the cereals. It's like the first one, but he said even if it didn't have that cereal, he says 38,000.
Ask them.
So he's still over 10,000. You know, almost 20 grand more than we're asking for ours.
Tell him we'll sell him ours for 30 right now.
I wanted to make sure it was still available.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's right around the corner.
Go take it to him. Offer to him. Like, what do you? Seriously, walk it over there and ask him what you'll pay for it.
Because the archive paper, so.
Sorry?
It's the archive paper.
Yeah, I'll show him. He has original papers open, but still, it's not like 20K. Almost, it's not.
Original open. That might make a difference.
Yeah,
Original.
$17,000.
Not 55,000, but. He said 38,000.
He said if it didn't have that cereal, but he's asking 55 right now for it. With the window.
Go show him ours. See what he'll pay for ours.
Hey! What are you up to?
Organizing.
What are you watching?
This is 40.
The age that you're almost at right now.
Get out.
We're almost at 40. 10 more years.
Shut up. 12.
10.
12. Don't film me in this. What are you doing?
Hello. Hey, what's up, buddy? Figured I'd give you a quick call.
I just walked into the gym, so my signal was probably crappy.
Oh, I won't bother you too long. I was just gonna tell you that, you know, I quoted you 28,000 on the Panda and then 17.5 on the Pepsi. That's our buy prices. Consignment prices, I would list the Daytona at 31 and the Pepsi probably 19.5. So the difference in those two, if you consign them versus selling them outright, you'll probably walk away with about $500 more per piece. Because I was quoting buy prices based on if we're doing a trade.
Right.
I mean, if you consign them, you'd have to wait till we sell, but you'd probably end up walking away with an extra $1,000 to $1,500 on the pair.
Okay, I was just curious because I know you guys have another Pepsi that's sitting there at 23, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
23 is probably too high, that's why it's not moving.
Right. The price is there. The problem is that ADs just keep offering the same stuff to people. So it's like we get a Pepsi in, or we get in a root beer or a white Daytona, and there's not a ton of them out there online. We list it up for sale, and then all of a sudden 5 more people have one. Like we went from having 1 Starbucks to 5 in 3 days.
No, I know, that's why I didn't even ask about it.
So yeah, I mean the prices are good. It's just they just keep popping up. So I mean that's the safe numbers that Z and Trevor are both all agreeing on right now.
Okay, no, I got you.
Cool.
All right, I will take that into consideration. Thanks, man.
All right, sounds good, dude. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Hey, who's cooking popcorn? Oh my
Somebody
God.
having a pop. Oh, I think it's George. I think it's George.
Is it George?
It's George. George.
George. That's a good way to get shot.
Right.
That's an actual.
Still do that to the gunman, bro.
I know.
I thought Liz was cooking popcorn because she's back there watching a movie.
Oh. No, that's
not good for
she
security.
She did cook popcorn.
Yeah, but I'm dying, man. So just keep me alive. Me and Arnold talk.
Oh. Are you cooking popcorn? Are you making popcorn?
I already made popcorn.
Oh my God. What the
You want some?
Oh my God. This is, I mean,
It's the best.
how's the movie? It's good?
It's good.
That's the movie.
It's good. It's going great.
That's how she knew the
It's
popcorn.
going great.
Well, since this is what we're doing today. It's too loud to talk on the phone every time we get a call.
Okay, right now. I've got things
You want
to
some?
do.
All right,
Didn't eat lunch.
back to work.
Hello?
Hey, it's Anthony Fair again. I wanted to follow up on, we talked about the bracelet for the Cartier Roadster yesterday and the dial swap on your Explorer. Couple options. First one, the Cartier bracelet. I'll send you a link right now. I've been putting out calls in my groups. It's hard to find a good condition one that's not been stretched. The few that I've found, they've been like $1,200, $1,300. My watchmaker had one that was blacked out, and that he could get. It's in great condition, but he'd have to strip the PVD coating off of it. That also would put it above $1,200. So he actually just sent me a link to one on eBay that is an original bracelet. And I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to send it over to you. And it's listed at $900 and it's got great feedback. So that may be your best option given what I've seen. I haven't been able to locate one cheaper than that. So that may be a better option for you there. I can get the dial and the hands to match it, and it's going to be $1,500 installed.
So am I better off just trading it and buying a polar? I don't even know.
I don't think so, because like I told you yesterday, it's still, you are spending a little bit more on a dial, but it is an original dial.
Okay.
And then if and when you ever go to sell or trade it, you're going to have, the new buyer is going to have that option as well.
Okay.
Because then they'll own them both. Then all they have to do is take it to a watchmaker if they want to swap it out. But you'll also be able to add that extra, you'll be able to add the premium in for that watch. So you don't have to sell it with that watch. If you decide whenever you want to sell it or trade it in, you want to switch it back to the black dial, you can sell that white dial and probably get $1,000 back for it to someone that needs it. I just think it would be better for the watch in the long term, because you give the new owner two options. It'd be $1,500. So like my cost, just to give you an idea, my cost on the dial and hands is $1,000. He's charging me $60 for the install, and then assume you're gonna have to ship your watch to me and back. It's gonna cost me about $150. So it's like, $250 profit on top of the whole thing for it. So it's as close to the cost as I can get it for you. But like I said, the Cartier bracelet, I'll just send you the link, and your better option is to buy that. If you happen to buy that and get it in, and you wanted to send both the watches in at once, I can do the bracelet for you, and have my guy do the dial.
I know this is probably. I've watched all the YouTube videos and everything. I know can I sit on this decision for?
Oh, of course, yeah. It's no rush for me.
Okay.
And I may be able to find another dial still. This is just what I've been offered, and I like to buy him straight from my watchmakers, because I know he's not gonna, feed me any bullshit or any faulty parts or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude, take your time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
Hey, what's up, dude?
How are you, bro?
Good, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's up, man? Sam.
Z.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Zeke, you said?
Z. Nice to
Z.
meet you.
So this is the spot, huh?
Yeah, this is the spot. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. We never really met Anthony in person yet, so.
Oh, you haven't?
He's on his way?
Yeah, he's on his way, so.
He's on his way. He just gonna stop by the bank.
Okay.
Do some transaction real quick. Take a seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys need any water and stuff?
I'm good. Yeah.
All right, cool.
These watches is just like the names.
Yeah.
I really know nothing else about them.
Yeah, that's where everybody starts, man. And even all the nicknames are hard to keep up with sometimes,
Yeah.
Some people, got all different names. The Starbucks and the Hulk.
Starbucks, huh?
Which one?
Oh. And here's the Hulk here. This one was discontinued and it was replaced by this one.
And when you say that, what does that mean?
It's a case size.
Oh,
so this is 41 millimeter.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm a novice, excuse me.
So yeah, they discontinued this one. They discontinued in 2020, and then they came out with this one. Since they're discontinued, they skyrocketed. But this one's a 2019. It's selling for $24,500.
24, okay.
And then this Starbucks here around $18,500.
So what they're trying to say is like, this is a previous version of this one. This one's came out from 2021.
Yeah.
Right? This is before 2021. This is the green dial in the middle.
Got you.
The retail price, $9,000. So you wear this, you bought this $9,000 a couple of years ago, wear it in your wrist. After a couple of years, you want to sell right now, it's $23,000.
Appreciating.
That's the 19. No, that one's the 24.
Yeah, yeah. So
interesting.
And this one right now, this is what the current model is selling around MSRP 10,000 some change plus tax. Right now, the secondary market, brand new one, we're asking like $19,000.
So this is another example. Like people will go to authorized dealer if they're lucky enough to get it from the MSRP, and they can sell it on the secondary market and make money on top.
Okay.
The craziest stainless steel is called this one. This is called AKA Panda Daytona,
Okay.
which is stainless steel model, right?
How much does that go for?
Watch market has been dropped significantly compared from 6 months ago. Like back in February and March, that's when the market was at peak. This watch retail price $15,000, some change.
Okay.
Right now, brand new one, they were asking between $37,000 to $40,000.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah. Wow. Damn.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, brother. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure.
Sorry, I'm
No, you're good.
Hey,
This is Jose.
Anthony. Nice to meet you, man.
This spot is sick, man. It's
It's
really nice.
cool,
yeah.
you know. It's whenever we were first looking, like back in January when I was traveling back here a lot, and I was like, all right, LA is the move. Let me start locking something in. We actually looked at a unit in this building,
Yeah.
but on a different floor. I looked at this unit, and I was like, it's kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah.
I looked at another unit, and then I picked one in a building like 2 blocks down, and I was like a day out from signing the lease.
Yeah.
And then I stumbled on the penthouse that we tried.
Yeah.
And then I was like, like all the bells and whistles started going off.
Right.
And so we tried it. I turned this idea down, and like,
But this is a
I
good
like this
spot.
better.
Yeah, no, this is like when I came in, I was like, oh, I really love the entrance and just the presentation of everything.
like it's like baby steps. We're getting the layout and the foundation built right now, and then we're going back through. And like I just had a guy in here yesterday that's gonna build us some custom some custom display cases. Once he has the mock-up and those are done, we're gonna redo the walls, ceilings, lights everywhere, and just kind of like, keep gradually touching stuff up and making it more comfortable. But it's just what we need.
Yeah.
It's nothing more, nothing less, nothing too crazy.
Absolutely.
Which is,
No.
which is
I
what
mean,
we
I
need.
love it, but
And then the location's amazing.
yeah,
So,
it's Rodeo
we
Drive.
walk a block away to Rodeo.
100%.
So, yeah.
But yeah, just kind of touch base, Anthony. What we wanted to do is we'll probably start from like the entrance.
Okay.
And we'll just be like, hey, what's up? And like this is like, this you don't gotta be like serious or anything. Like just be yourself. You know, like we're not trying to make it like a serious video. We're just trying to have fun and make it a fun learning experience. And then I'm gonna come up to you and like you introduce yourself, briefly talk about like, oh yeah, this is what I do.
Okay.
Let me show you the office. You show us the office. You probably talk about like the operations and maybe show us like your favorite watches.
Okay.
Me like personally, I don't really have much knowledge about watches.
Okay.
So.
I'll ask you about that.
Yeah. So you can ask me about that.
What's the extent of your watch knowledge?
Because all I know is just the name, like
Right.
Rolex, and I think that's pretty much it.
What I'll do is I'll do a thing where I like one of my favorite questions to ask people that know nothing about watches is come in here and I want you to pick the three most expensive watches.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. And then after that, we can just sit down somewhere and just have like a brief conversation of like your come up, how you got to where you're at.
Okay.
Maybe talk about like the potential. You don't have to talk about like your actual earnings, but you can talk about like how much you can make possibly in this.
I don't mind talking numbers.
Oh yeah,
people like to hear it.
Yeah, they love to hear it. Yeah, I'm glad that you're on the social media journey.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the best way to go about it in 2022, you know. So
if you're not on social media right now, you're getting left behind.
Right,
If
exactly.
if you weren't on social media 4 years ago, you're already left behind.
Yeah.
So,
awesome,
dude,
brother. Hey, finally, nice meeting you.
Finally, I know,
it
after
was
2
great.
years.
And yeah, man, this is awesome. We gotta do this again.
Great meeting you, bro. Dude, anytime.
Yeah, for sure.
Next time, let's take it outside. We'll take the cars out.
Yeah, we'll do something different.
Let's go out to Malibu or to the canyons or something.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, bro.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
I'll watch.
I got
everything.
Yeah, we got everything.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit you with the follow on IG.
Appreciate
it.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. See you guys. Take care. Oh, that was cool. So we just got done wrapping up an interview with Snooge. If you're not following him, guys, I'm gonna link his Instagram and his YouTube. He's got a big car channel, but we've been talking for like 2 years, and he's got another YouTube channel where he talks business, motivation, inspiration, entrepreneurship, stuff like that. So go give him a follow. I'll link it below, and I'll put a little tag right here. Darby, can you do that? But super cool guy, had a great talk, and as soon as his video drops, I'll let you guys know. Hang on. What? It's syncing audio.
He was so excited to do that.
Okay, so that's how you do it. You have to you hit one thing so you can sync all the audio.
He did the whole like white boy like wet bite.
Did I do that? Anyway, I was sitting here thinking, like, I'm glad we're all out to dinner. I wish George and Andrea could be here. You know, George is sick. I was kind of thinking how all the way back to January when I started traveling out here, you know, you guys remember, I was looking at that office. I was a day away from signing a lease, and then we saw the penthouse, and we pivoted, and then we did that. And we went through that experience. It didn't work out. Now we're in the Rodeo Drive office, and I don't know, I love it. I'm super stoked. I can't wait to see what it ends up looking like. All of that aside, like, our team, I feel like where we're at right now is the perfect team. I feel like we've got like a good chemistry. We have a good workflow. We've got a couple more processes to get in place. I think we've like locked in everyone's positions to where, or to a point that everyone's comfortable. Me, Z, and Trevor doing sales, you know, focusing on that. That's a powerhouse. We've got all the other back-end operations going well. For me, it feels like a perfect team. And so I'm grateful to have you guys on board. And even while this market's like still up and down, we don't really know what's going to happen. If we keep our trajectory, we don't have to go above, beyond any of that stuff. We just keep our trajectory and keep practicing and just get a little bit better each week. I think 6 months from now, we're going to have a kick-ass team. If we keep spending the next 6-8 months, a year, it's going to be amazing. So I just want to say that I'm grateful to have all you guys. Like Z, you left your job, moved your whole family out here to be part of this and took a gamble. Liz, Darby, you guys have been with me for a long time. Brian, you packed up and left. Like, that means a lot. Like, you guys, you three for sure, gave your whole life up and came out here. Love you for that. Z, like I said, packed up and like quit your job of I don't know how many years, but packed your whole family up. Now you're part of the team. Trevor, hesitant at first, but actually, dude, it was crazy how he came to work. I think about that often. Like, you came to like sell us a watch, and you're like, I got more. I can get all this stuff, and then you just one day you're like, hey, if you ever want a sales guy, like, you know, I've got free time, and it's just, dude, it's been awesome. So,
Happy
but
to get off the couch.
hey, cheers. Well, dude, it's awesome, dude. I think we have a rock solid, kick-ass team, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see where we're at a year from now, guys. So cheers. Love you guys. Cheers.